cases where students who were genuinely giving an exam went through the mental anguish, the stress. In some cases, we even saw families reporting suicides taking place. The secondary question which has become in the past 48 hours, Brian, of course, has been of the police action. Now, we know that the higher education secretary has now been changed. Again, something that happened overnight. The school education secretary has been changed. The NTA, NCRT top brass was already changed about a month and a half ago. But when it comes to the specific police action, is there any development to be reported overnight? Because we saw, again, unhappy scenes of all sorts of paramilitary forces from all over the country being brought to Delhi. Have we seen any sort of police action in the past 12 hours overnight?
Well, clearly, after what happened day before yesterday, the police also have been, making sure that they, dismiss all kinds of fake information, misinformation that is going on. They are trying to, Delhi police is examining the massive digital evidence. They are there. Yes, there were reports that there is a crackdown on the protesters, which the Delhi police clearly denied that there is no, crackdown that they would be doing at this point of time. They're trying to investigate thousands of pieces of digital evidence that includes mobile phone recordings, CCTV videos, social media videos across social media platforms. Not only that, very importantly, 12 FIRs have been also registered. A special cell monitoring investigation is done. Like just a while back, I was showing you there is, riot control vehicles also deployed. There are several, yes, clearly rapid action force, CRPF, police officials that are deployed. And not only that, Delhi police is also identifying a number of individuals that are allegedly involved in the recent protest-related disturbance. Very important. I like to mention since we are reporting from where we are at this point of time at Jantar Mantar, nearby Jantar Mantar. We've also observed some very important things that there are two kinds of protests that is taking place. One that is inside the Jantar Mantar, which is just near the leadership of the CJP, where there are students seated, they are having their demands. There is another protest that is taking place, which is also getting hijacked, or that is also getting somewhere down the line, getting taken for granted by some unruly activities that is taking place with by Tall Sharma. Their demands are completely different, and that is also happening because many of the protesters, there is immense crowd also coming here. So somewhere down the line, the crowd is also getting jeopardized. The demands are also getting jeopardized. The cause is also getting jeopardized by some very unruly elements also that are coming here. Delhi police have been issuing warnings against disinformation. They have been telling citizens, forcing citizens to rely on verifying information from official sources, warning that legal action could be taken against spreading false or fabricated content online. There are many people who are trying to trigger the Delhi police officials, the rapid action forces. So even yesterday, there are many of the people, we send visuals also from our televisions, from our screens, from our phones, that people are literally, climbing up the barricade unnecessarily to create any kind of havoc.
Brian, believe it or not, I've been a youth protester. Okay, brings back memories from 20 years ago, and it happens when you're organizing a protest. No question on the intent of the people who are fighting for a cause, the people who are students. And all sorts of politicians come in. There have been so much fears that the people who are triggering the police, it's conspiratorial. Could it be? Maybe. But, there have been scandalous issues. One, of course, with the rapid action force of, not wearing their name tags and making ridiculous excuses for not making them. We've seen that, a DCP who slapped that girl who was just standing by the roadside. I know some of these people have been removed from the protest spot, but I don't think this ends. But let's take it a step at a time. Do we have any reports presently now, as we look at this into Friday morning, of any of the protesting students being under detention?
No, as of now, no, there are no protesters here as of now who are detained by the police, and that did not happen yesterday also. I will just show you some visuals since we are inside the very, the premises of the Torch Command. You can see some protesters still, lying, sleeping here in the middle of the road. This entire road have been obviously blocked and barricaded. Here, there are some langar services also being done. They're getting food supplies from different delivery platforms like Swiggy, Zomato, online, offline deliveries are also happening. To the fact, like you mentioned, yes, there were no students who are detained as of now. See, in the morning also you can see there are several protesters who come here, who are lying down, who are sleeping here. Obviously, of the overnight protest, there are some people who are providing all kinds of, food materials, medical aid, first aid also. This is a temporary medical camp also that have been provided obviously by students. I'd like to ask, what all are you, offering? What are you giving out to the people?
Right now, whatever parcels are coming from Blinkit and Swiggy, we are giving to the people, for example, food and beverages. Apart from that, this is the first aid camp. We are giving first aid to any injured person, whosoever is coming to us. We have all the equipments, we have everything. It's like a warehouse for us.
Yeah.
At the back, we have everything here, and we are also giving them first aid kits.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So Rishabh, I showed you that they're giving all kinds of medical supplies. They were ORS there, some medicine supplies also. So whatever they are getting any kinds of food, water supplies, ORS. So they are all and there are several of these camps Rishabh, in and around inside rather the Jantar Mantar Square where there are many people who are giving out free food, shelters. There are sevas being done by the Gurudwara, by the Gurudwara committees. There are students who come here. There are people who come here to, give out food, supplies, and everything that can be needed during a protest at this point of time. Bishop.
Yeah, okay. So, like I said,